Hi guys, this is Tina from Shabbydabbydoodah. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here with this green collage page that we did. Sorry, not green collage page. Not a good start to the video, is it? I'm already saying things that aren't correct. This green background page, sorry, that we did. Now, this was on a 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. It was just an old paper that I wasn't kind of, going to be using. But obviously it's quite thick, so I would have quite liked to have done a collage with this, but it's quite thick and it would, it would bulk the collage out quite considerably. So what I thought that we would do is a bit like if you saw my premiere where I did the Joey DeFee, whole page, book page collage, and then I glued some flowers down. And I thought, let's come along and just do that with this background, because how stunning do these pink flowers look on top of this green and gold background. So that's what I thought we would do. Now, I've also got some of the doily page that I also had, used the spray inks and things on. Debating, really, whether to use the doily or not. I mean, yeah, I can't decide. I love how this doily came out. The only thing is, I'm not sure it actually shows up enough, to kind of make it stand out and be worth using, if you see what I mean. Because, I mean, I absolutely love it, and I don't just want it disappearing, getting lost into the background, buried underneath the flowers and merging into what's already on the page. Yeah, I can't decide. And I've got, when I did that, I had kept a few doilies kind of layered up together. So, I mean, I've actually got different shades of green, which I could obviously incorporate those. But then they, I don't think, are as nice as this top piece, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to have a look and pull in this, which is just coffee dyed paper, and just see, do I prefer to use this doily kind of on its own in its entirety, if you see what I mean, or am I better off using it on this page? Oh gosh, it's a really tough decision, isn't it? Do you know, I'm just going to go for it. I mean, really, I could just try and make some more of this doily. I must not hoard things, much as it is tempting, honestly. I mean, every time that I make something that I really love, and I have to say this is one of those things, there's just this big temptation to just hoard it. Now, I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I need to stop doing that. So, I mean, straight away like that, how beautiful does that look? I absolutely love it. So I'm going to just glue this down. Oh, sorry, let me get rid of that big blob off the end of my glue. I'm just going to glue it down with some of the Fabri-Tac, like that. I mean, I'm doing this really because I'm almost out of my tacky glue. But equally, I sometimes have problems with the tacky glue with the doilies. When they've been coffee dyed, it can kind of, mark the doily. So it may be that would be the same with the inked, the ink doilies anyway. So, it may just be that I'm doing the right thing, by accident anyway, by using the Fabri-Tac. And then I'm just going to, randomly pop the flowers around on the page, in the hopes that, when we cut this up, we're going to have like a just gorgeous, almost like a collage, but obviously, it's been made in a completely different way, if you see what I mean. Of course, it's not a collage. It's, it's just a sheet of kind of painted paper. But I mean, hopefully it's going to perhaps take on, like maybe the style of a collage. So, yeah, I'm just going to kind of go round, randomly put in doily and flowers around the page, hopefully filling up pretty much, most of the page. So, like that. Oh, I mean, aren't these greens just to die for? I love them so much. I mean, if you saw my previous video, we worked with the... Or, I don't know whether it was the previous video, but a previous video, we worked with the pink version of what we had done with the inks. But I've got to say, this is by far my favourite. I absolutely love it compared to the pink, which, I did like the pink too. but this green is like, wow, really, 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 really love it. So yeah, just my type of thing this is. And that gold, it just kind of sets it off, and oh, it just brings a completely another thing to the whole, you know, the whole appearance really. So, and then when I just literally, I was kind of rummaging through my stuff, kind of thinking, oh, what shall I do now, you know, with this page, I just kind of came across these flowers, which I'd obviously torn out ready for that book page collage, and these were just the overspill that I didn't end up using. And I thought, do you know what? I think they are going to look, you know, just awesome, awesome on this green. And I just kind of held one there, and sure enough, you know, they just look really brilliant, don't they? So yeah, just thought we would come along and have a play. I haven't got a plan in mind for them, what I'm going to actually do with this finished sheet. I mean, I suspect probably, you know, I don't know, cut it into tags and journal cards and things like that. But we're just, you know, we're just kind of going for it, just playing really. Just, you know, producing something pretty, something nice, and just, you know, something to just have fun with. So yeah, no kind of fixed plan in mind. Well, no plan in mind, fixed or otherwise, as yet. So, but hey, if you've got any ideas as you're watching, you know, I'd love to hear them. Although I'm filming this ahead, so the chances are by the time that obviously this video goes up, I've probably already now used this. So yeah, it would be too late, but that's a shame, because you know, I'm sure you guys would come up with some fantastic ideas as to, you know, ways of using this. But yeah, I'm definitely going to have to do some more of those green doilies with the gold, because wow, I really, really, really love them. Okay, perhaps I'll have a piece of doily right over on the edge of this one. Probably should just put all the doily down first and then do the flowers. What do you guys think? Just trying to think of, you know, the most methodical way really. And yeah, perhaps that would be the most methodical way. I'm not sure. Let me just have a look and see. Oh, you see, now I'm wanting to hoard what's left of the doily, because obviously I'm now coming to the point where there's not that much left. So I'm like, oh dear, look, that's all I have left now. So already now my brain's going into, oh, what were you thinking? Why have you used that? Why have you been using that doily? Yeah. But no, I must, you know, keep a calm head and think I can just make more. Don't need to hoard it. I can just make some more of this. So yeah, definitely that's going to be on my list of things to do, make some more. Because it really, really, really turned out gorgeous. Okay, let's just tear it up. And yeah, maybe a piece there. Maybe that piece there. What do we think? Just coming a bit unstuck here, I think, sort of, you know, because I've got quite a bit of paper down here left to fill. That's probably better like that. Okay, right. Yeah, I maybe will regret doing this and think, oh, I should have stuck with, you know, putting the flowers on with the doily, because maybe I'll find that now my doily pieces are all completely in the wrong places. But I just thought this might be a little bit quicker, you know, to do it this way around. So we'll see. We will see. I mean, it's not the end of the world, is it? If we've, you know, kind of done it in the wrong order, you know, we can still work with it. It just, you know, might not be as convenient. Whoa, as convenient as it maybe could have been. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Oh. Got too much now Fabri-Tac stuck on that wipe, so when I'm using the wipe, it's now pulling the Fabri-Tac off again. Okay, and that there. Oops, let me just try and refold that wipe, maybe then I won't have that problem with the Fabri-Tac. So just like that. And then this one here. Oh, to be honest, I might have to even make some more of these doilies today. Because if I don't do them while they're on my mind, I actually will, you know, totally forget that I'd kind of thought I wanted to do some more of them. Even though I do love them, you know, it just won't be there at the forefront of my mind. And, you know, for the next few weeks, it will keep on popping into my mind. And then when I sit down at my desk, I'll be thinking, oh, what was it that I thought that I was going to make some more of? And, yep, so it will go on. Right, so that's my piece of paper. I know it looks pretty rubbish. Pretty rubbish so far, and you're probably just, you know, turning off now, turning over to another channel. I don't really blame you, but I mean, I'm hoping we're going to still, you know, pull this into something gorgeous. So yeah, I'm just going to kind of pull in some of these beautiful flowers, and we're just going to glue them on, like overlapping the doily and of course the, you know, the background paper too. So that one. On there. I mean, the good thing is at least gluing the flowers down, they're not kind of holy, so you know, I'm not having the Fabri-Tac come through like it does on the doily pieces, so that's a good thing. And again, I mean, probably should just glue these flowers down and not overthink this at all. The problem is, as soon as you start looking at it with any depth of you know, vague concentration, then of course it is hard not to overthink it, isn't it? You know, I should really not, well, I mean, I can't not look at it, obviously, that would be ridiculous, but, you know, I need to just look at it with a very, very open mind, I think. Oh, you see, again, even as I'm saying it, I'm doing it. You know, doing the exact opposite to what I'm saying I should be doing. Let's just tear this down, because I might be able to, you know, it might be better with this in two pieces. To be honest, I mean, this is quite lilac. I might just see whether I want to use that actually from the end, because, you know, I've got a much pinker theme going on, and maybe lilac is not really going to be quite the thing that I'm after, to be honest. Okay. Like that. Okay. And we'll just pop some more, you know, just, yeah, just trying to be random in some way, shape or form. Oh my goodness, I love that one there. I mean, aren't these flowers just scrumptious against these greens and golds? Love, love, love that bright sort of contrast between the pink and the greens and the golds. It just looks so gorgeous, doesn't it? Absolutely beautiful. Really, really, really love it. Do we want that one up there, maybe? Oh, I guess we could have it here. Perhaps I'll just tear that stalk off. We could have it kind of poking out from somewhere, or maybe like even there actually. It's quite pretty. And it's funny, isn't it? Because I mean, I've fussy torn these flowers out, sort of concentrating on keeping their stalks intact. And then this one, as you see it, I mean, I just tore that stalk off, but actually kind of looks better without the stalk, doesn't it? So now I'm thinking, oh, perhaps I should have torn the stalks off on more of these. You know, perhaps I would have actually thought they looked better without the stalks. Sometimes, you know, you don't think of doing these things, do you, until after, and then you think, oh, why didn't I do that for all of these? Let's just have that one there, I think. Okay. Got quite a lot of flowers left, actually. I might have actually torn out too many, perhaps. I mean, again, not that it matters, to be honest, because, you know, I don't have to use them all. But yeah, I really wanted to have like a whole big selection to use and not be kind of thinking, oh no, now I'm, you know, running out. So let's just pull them in, because I don't want to stick down ones that, you know, I might prefer to have different ones, if you see what I mean. I do quite like that there, I think. Maybe this one here. Oh, or maybe that one there, actually. Although they're all kind of in a bit of a line, which is not so good. And perhaps I should have that there. Actually, I'm going to just do that same thing. Tear that stalk off. Maybe have that. Oh dear, what am I doing? I literally just that second said, oh, you know, try not to overthink. And honestly, no sooner have I said that than look at me. I'm now overthinking more than I ever was previously. Oh, why would that be? Why would I have even said it and then just be doing it instantly? Okay. Let's put that one down there. This one. Okay. Okay, right, we are nearly done now with the flowers. So I think what I'll do is then I will go and grab a drink, and hopefully then some of this will have dried a little bit, and we will come back and see, you know, what we can do and what we can make with this. Like I say, it's not a collage board, but there is a tendency to want to call it a collage board. But yeah, I mean, strictly speaking, it's not really one. Oh, look at that cute flower. Excuse my nails, by the way. Obviously, they were fine when I first started the video, but Fabri-Tac does have this habit of, you know, pulling your nail varnish off. So, yeah, they're looking a little bit the worse for wear now. It's got to be said. Do I want to have it up there, or would I prefer one just... Oh, I might just have a little one there, to be honest. Okay. Right. Just a few more to go, so... maybe like that, and then just check whether I want to use all of the ones that are left. Got these ones which... again, you know, thinking maybe actually these would be better in smaller pieces now. I mean, obviously when I saw them, I thought, oh, brilliant, look, you know, they're really big. But actually, to be honest, I think they're probably better smaller for this type of thing, you know, rather than keeping them massive. Let's just tear that one down. Oh, I don't know now. Do I want to have any more? Or do we think this is kind of looking pretty okay as it is? Like I say, I've got no plan in mind of how I'm going to use this. So, I mean, that, you know, makes it slightly trickier, I guess, to decide whether I've got enough flowers on it or not. But, you know, I guess we can just roughly kind of, I mean, just see whether we think it looks good, full stop, you know, regardless of how we're going to use it. So just got this one, which perhaps we'll have this one down here. Again, it's a bit more purple really than I would have liked, so perhaps I should not use that one. Perhaps I should use this instead. Perhaps I put this one here or over here. I'm going to put it over here, mainly because I didn't want to cover up even more of that doily, because I just loved how that doily looked so much, and I thought, oh, actually I'm covering it up too much now. which of course, you know, didn't really want to do. Okay, right. Okay, that one, and then, yeah, okay, that one there. Actually, I'm just going to check that I want, yeah, okay. Okay, that one there, and then just checking whether I want this one anywhere or not. So, I mean, I know it's really not a big deal. It probably doesn't really matter, you know, at all whether I do or not, but, well, let's just pop it up there. And then we've just got this one down here left to stick on, and then we're pretty much done with our flowers that we've stuck on. So yeah, this is the last one. And I'm just going to have that one there. Right, okay. So I'm going to go and get a drink, and then I'm going to come back and we will have some fun with this board. Like I say, I have no idea what I'm actually going to do with this board. But yeah, let's come back and see what we can do. So I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. I've had a drink and I've come back hopefully refreshed. Now, what I've done, whilst I was obviously drinking my drink, I got out some of my fussy cut birds. There's a set 1 and a set 2. They're available in my Etsy shop. And these are some that I've fussy cut out previously. And I just kind of dotted them around the board just to see how they'd look. I quite like them. They have quite vibrant colours, or, you know, not all of them. But I mean, obviously some of the birds have vibrant colours. So I've tried to stick with the ones that do. So I think they're kind of in keeping with the sorts of colours and things that I've got going on, obviously with the green backgrounds. The only thing is, I'm not sure whether they're kind of really standing out enough. So I then pulled in, I had this cluster that I'd previously made with one of my fussy cut birds. And I thought, let's try, you know, see how this looks. So I quite liked how the cluster looked. And I thought, let's try and make some clusters and then put them onto the board. Again, probably cut the pieces down before we do that, I'm thinking. Yeah, what do we think, guys? Do we think cut the pieces down? So yeah, I'm thinking cut the pieces down. So I mean, like for instance here, I just quickly made very briefly a quick cluster. I mean, it's, you know, to say it's basic is an understatement. It's literally a portion of my stamped image, the bingo card, and I just tore it round and then just included a bright green stamp, which of course, you know, is really good kind of colour match, and that bird. And how good does that look on there? So, I mean, if I just take another one, for instance, say this red one, and again, let's just pull in, well, let's just pull in another green stamp. And again, I'm just going to literally staple those together. So I'm thinking that, you know, we can go for that kind of style. Yeah, so now I'm just down to, do I cut the board first or do we glue those birds and things on and then cut the board afterwards? Oh gosh, this is really tough. I don't know. I mean, I kind of, yeah, I mean, I was leaning towards straight away. I thought, let's, you know, cut the board first. But now I'm kind of thinking actually, oh, I don't know. It's so tough. I mean, like here, for instance, if I were to stick this one on here, I mean, I could straight away cut this into just a long skinny tag, which of course I wouldn't probably cut it in that shape if I were to cut it first. So, you know, by gluing the pieces down, am I going to actually get more interesting pieces than I would have ordinarily? I can't help but think I perhaps would. So do you know what? I'm going to just, based on that, let's go for this. So let's glue this down over here like that. Okay. So I am trying to be mindful of where I'm putting things. You know, because I've kind of got a plan. This is going to be a small skinny tag. This one probably, you know, maybe another tag or something. You know, so I'm not being completely random. I'm sort of cheating when I'm gluing the pieces down. But I mean, I'm hoping that this is all going to help, you know, when it comes to actually then, you know, using the board. So yeah, let's see. I mean, I hope I don't live to regret this and kind of then wish that I had not done it this way round. But, you know, it's all just trial and error. And, you know, sometimes you don't know till you get doing it, really. So, right. So, yes, I'm going to have that one like that. I mean, I could even make that a tag that way round, I guess. Okay. Right, let's pull in something else to kind of use as a, you know, to make a cluster from. Well, that's a little bit on the big side. Let me just tear that down. Oh, it's getting really warm up here now. Yeah, I mean, the sun's been out the whole time that I've been up here, but yeah, it's just beginning to get a little bit warmer. So I don't know whether I like that bird over there. Maybe prefer a blue one. Yeah, I like the blue one best. And again, let's just try and put a sort of bright stamp behind it. So I was just lucky with those other two that I happen to have those bright green stamps. I don't really have any more bright green ones, so I'm just going to, on this one, go for a blue one, I think, instead. Okay. Right, let's just glue this one on. Okay, like that. And then, so I've got this gap here now. Don't know whether I want that one there. I'm now thinking I should maybe do this half and half. So like cut out some of these pieces and then come back and do some more. It's just I really like the board and I don't want to muck it up by yeah, by misjudging. So let's do a tiny skinny tag here. So we just chop that down like that. Okay, and we just go straight across here like that. Okay, so and then what we can do is obviously make that tag shaped like that. Okay, so that's our skinny tag there. I just dropped a couple of the birds on the floor, so yeah, that's that one. Let's move that to one side for a moment. Okay, so this one I'm thinking maybe do like a sideways type tag like that. So if I just cut it like to here, yeah, kind of about there. And then cut it down here like that. Oops, just go in here. I mean, we could have this as a journaling card. We don't really even have to make it tag shaped, I guess. I mean, I was thinking let's do it tag shaped here. But to be honest, maybe we will just keep that more journaling card style. What do we think? Just going to trim it down because it's quite long. Oops. Not making a good job of cutting this. I'm close to my bird now. Okay. Right, and obviously you can see, I mean, I've got a hole in there, but that's fine. I can cover the hole up, you know, with something in a minute. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. So this one here, oops, sorry, I've got just such a lot of stuff on my desk at the moment. Let's do tag here across like that. Okay, and cut that down here. Okay, and then, yeah, let's just neaten that across here. And we will just have a couple of corners can I? Oh my goodness, I should have done that corner trick because wow, I have made a super terrible job of that corner. Okay, oh my goodness, not done a good job of this one at all. But again, I mean, I can neaten this up once we've, you know, once we put it onto some backing paper and things. I can try and tidy it up. So I'll put that to one side. Okay, right. So now let's go in and see where we're going to put our other birds and, you know, kind of do it like that. So again, going to bring this one in. Right, let's see what else we've got to make our clusters up with. Got a little frame here. That's quite nice, isn't it? And again, let's just see what stamps we've got. I mean, I've just pulled in my pot of green shade stamps at the moment, so let's just try and kind of make do with them. Yeah, I mean, that's quite nice, isn't it? So again, just going to staple that together. Oh, that's quite pretty on there, isn't it? So again, just going to go in and glue down that whole piece there. Okay. And then I've just got these like long, you know, from that tree branch that he sat on, so I can just obviously then glue that one down like that. Whoops, he's still sliding around on there. And then I'll just glue this piece down as well. Yeah, I mean, this is a bit of a, you know, unconventional way, I think, of adding pieces, but, you know, I mean, it doesn't really matter ultimately. You know, you can kind of do things, you know, however you need to do them, can't you? So I'm thinking cut this here and down. So again, let's go for that now. So just cut that here and then cut it down like that. Okay. Oh, these are gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, right, so I haven't got that much left now. Right, what birds do we have left? Mainly yellow ones. But that's okay, you know, the yellow ones will work fine too. Right, let's just see what pieces again that I've just got laying about here. So I've got this, and obviously it's huge, monstrous. And actually I don't think the black's really working on there. I know you don't very often hear me say that the black's not working, but yeah, it wasn't really working on there, was it? Let's just have a look at this. Okay, I'm just going to tear this one down. Okay. Let's tear it down further. I mean, I'm just literally reaching for things that I've got laying about on the desk. So, you know, I'm trying not to, yeah, get too bogged down with what it is that I'm actually pilling in. Right, let's have a look again. See what other stamps that we've got. Again, just, you know, using the green ones that I've got here. Yep, that's okay, isn't it? So I'm just going to tear this down slightly more, so I don't have that black showing at all, because to be honest, I don't think the black is quite right with this board actually. So let's just put that there. Okay, and then I can just staple those together like that. Now, do we want him here? So I'm thinking what pieces I've got left. So probably, yeah, I would probably do like a tag here. I'll probably have to do a skinny tag across the top. So perhaps I'll cut that down now. Okay. Oh my gosh, I've made such a terrible job of cutting this. It's just awful. Okay. Oh, still pretty awful. Yep, I've not really kind of improved that at all. Oh my goodness, come on. Yep, still just as terrible. Oh well. Oh well, right. So we're going to make a skinny tag with that. So this one, yeah, I think he needs to go on this side, and I'm thinking, yeah, sort of skinny, not skinny, sorry, just a regular size tag there. So again, let's just glue him on, just using the hot glue, super quick. we'll just pop him there like that. Okay, like how that looks. Okay, and yeah, I'm going to cut this one down now like that. Okay. Oh my gosh, don't know whether this is really kind of visible on screen, but my gosh, that was probably one of the worst cutting I've ever done. Yeah, one of the most dreadful cutting attempts I've ever made, really. But anyway, oh, it's still not great, but it's a bit bulbous on this side. Let me just try and neaten this up a little bit. Oh, well. Okay, so that's that one. And yeah, so we have not a lot left. Let's just see what birds we've got here. So again, I've got this another yellow one and this smaller yellow one. We have a brown one. Well, the brown one's quite nice actually. Or we have, you know, this brown one, which actually I think I'm liking him better. So let's just tear this out. Okay, and now the question is, how am I going to actually cut this? Is it going to be like that? In which case, you know, I'm going to lose obviously this little section. Oh, and I'm going to lose all that doily. Oh, what a waste. What a waste. Yeah, I mean, that's probably the only way I'm going to be able to do it, unless I do like 2 smaller tags, which I could do that. But then is my bird going to be too big for the smaller tags? I mean, again, I'd rather probably throw something away than, you know, try and use every single scrap, but end up with, you know, things that I'm not so thrilled with. You know, it's probably better to be less hoardy, you know, less stingy, trying to literally cling on to every last bit, but actually have bits that I'm, you know, that I'm properly liking, isn't it? So yeah, I think probably that's the way to do it. So again, let's just tear this down, make this smaller. Pop that there. And then the stamp just literally poking out behind him like that. Okay. And then he's going to go just like a snug fit there with those flowers. So again, let's just glue everywhere around. Okay. Pop him down like that. Okay. Okay, looking good. Right, liking that. I mean, obviously his tail's overhanging at the edge. Again, I mean, I don't really mind that, to be honest. But I'm just going to cut him down here like that. And I'm just going to trim across the top. Okay, oh my goodness, have I made another terrible job of cutting? I think so. Okay. Right, so I mean, I have got this piece, but yeah, I'm going to be, you know, not stingy, and I'm actually going to bin this. So, yep. Okay, that's gone now. I mean, of course, I could have kept it and made like a pocket or something on the back of one of the tags, but, you know, it just needs to not be ridiculous, I think. So, yeah, just part with something for a change. Okay, so this one here, I've got a flying bird, which he may be best on this because it's a skinny sort of tag. And again, he might be, or the tag might be too narrow to actually get anything really much on here, but should we try and have him there like that? And again, could we have a little stamp tucked in behind him maybe? Yeah, that works okay, doesn't it? So let's just staple that. And we will just glue that down like that. And then I'll just cut these as the corners, I think, for that tag. So again, just glue the whole thing down. Okay. Like that. Okay. Yay, right. Okay, so yep, I'm quite liking how everything's looking now. So I'm just going to cut these corners here. I might just cut this down, oops, a fraction. Like that. Oops. Let me just go in there. Again, I should have done that corner to corner trick, but you know, I didn't. Okay, right. So these are our pieces. So I think what I'm going to do now is just stick them onto some background paper. And I've got here some of my, you know, coffee dyed background paper that comes with lots of my kits now. So it's just a, you know, copy of some, you know, coffee dyed paper. And I'm going to just literally try and back as many of these as I can onto the coffee dyed paper. So yeah, so that they are heavier, if you see what I mean, you know, thicker, more robust. And then I may go and stitch them on the sewing machine. So I won't film, you know, this part because of course, you know, you've all seen me kind of just back tags before. All I'm doing is literally sticking this down with some glue, and then, you know, going to spread it around. Oh, well, plus you don't really want to watch me struggling to get my glue out. So yep, I'm going to do these, stitch them on the sewing machine, and then I will come back and show you how they're looking then. So yeah, I will see you in a moment. Okay, so I'm back from the sewing machine and I'm just going to kind of show you. So I've literally stitched around these, and I stitched around them while they still had a big edge, if you see what I mean, because then I can just trim them down, you know, after the sewing, because they weren't really quite dry from the glue. So I thought this was the best way to make sure that they didn't actually come apart, you know, before they were stitched together. So we just then sew, or cut around them like that. And I'm going to obviously do that with all of them. And then we can, you know, just attach, like if we want to attach any sort of tab or anything. I mean, again, you know, I don't know quite how these will be being used. So it might be that they're not going to actually be, you know, journal cards as such. They might be, you know, pockets or something like that. But if I just, you know, neaten them up anyway, then they're just ready to actually use. So I'm just going to quickly do that and then I will be back. Okay, so I've cut them out. I've just got some ribbons and things out so that we can, you know, put some little bits and pieces on. So for instance, this one here, I'm just going to do with my little slot punch. So, and this punch I had originally seen on Barbara from 49 Dragonflies on her channel. She used one of these, so I hopped onto Amazon and purchased one. They just do this kind of like slot, you know, a bit like a ticket or something, you know, if you went sort of, I don't know, to a concert or something like that. So it's a super cool punch. Now, just need to find something that I think is going to look suitable. So I might just have to use the green for this one. And then I think what I'll do, I'm just going to try and staple this. Hopefully this is going to work. Okay, and then, yeah. That looks okay, doesn't it? So that's that one. So this one here perhaps might like to just have a sort of wide-ish tab there. So let me just take this thingamajiggly off. Sellotape, that's the word. It's just escaping me for a moment. So I'm going to put it actually on this side, I think, like that. And again, I'm just going to staple that on like that. Oh, perhaps I'm not, because I've now run out of staples. Hold on a moment. Okay, right, I'm back. Topped up my staples now. Oh, honestly, I seem to have stopped and started this video so many times now, I've lost track. And please excuse my gluey fingers now. I'm literally covered in glue. But I don't want to have to stop the video yet again to go and wash my hands. So there we go. Right. Okay, so I might do the same with this one. Yeah, I think probably this colour is good on here as well. Yep. Okay, so again, just going to trim that down and then staple that on. Just here on this corner. I quite like doing the tabs just up in the corner, funnily enough, when they're a sort of largish rectangular tag. I just think that works really, really well, and, you know, looks really good, doesn't it, when you have them just over on the corner like that. Okay, I'm going to leave that one for the moment. We've got this one here, so perhaps I'll just do a tab there. And actually, I'm wondering whether I should do that slot punch, or actually, I mean, that's not really the right colour, to be honest, but let's just go for it. So just going to punch a hole with my crocodile, and then I'm just going to put a hole reinforcer. Now, this one I'm going to use white. I very rarely use white hole reinforcers. I normally kind of ink them up, but for this, I haven't obviously distressed these tags at all. So I'm going for the white because, you know, it might look really weird if I then suddenly had a vintagey looking hole reinforcer. And then I'm just going to take this gorgeous bright pink organza and do like a really pretty big bow on here, I think. So oh, I'm really loving how these pieces look, I must say. Glad that I decided to use that doily now and not just hoard it, because it really sets these off really pretty, doesn't it? I mean, they'd probably look quite nice without it, but it does just give them a little bit of an extra something, which, you know, they perhaps wouldn't have had without it. So just going to trim that down there, and this one here. Okay, like that. And then we'll just kind of turn that bow around, just try and neaten it up a bit. So whoops, yeah, I'm not making a very good job of neatening this up, am I? Not making a really very good job of doing anything with this bow, to be honest. Okay, let's just pull that down slightly, because I want the two sides similar sizes. Whoops, they're not so far. Not similar sizes so far, are they? Oh my goodness, come on. Okay, right. Let's just go in with some glue, which will hopefully secure that bow as well. So there we go. Okay, right. Let me just trim this down slightly more, because they're quite big on there. Right, and that one. Okay, right, let's pop that to one side. And then, yeah, this one I said I was going to leave more like a journaling card. So then we've got this one, which again, let's do another one of those little slot punch things. Okay. There we go. And I wonder if we can, is this, oh, come on. Come on. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love how that looks on there, actually. Right, again, I haven't tried doing a bow when I've used that slot punch, because that slot punch is rectangular, but let's give it a go. Don't know whether it will affect the bow at all. Yeah, I don't know really, because maybe the bow won't really sit quite right. I don't know. Well, it doesn't seem to have affected the bow too much, does it? So let's just straighten my little thingy majigglies out, and we will just chop these down like that. And then this one here, oh come on. Yeah, so just want to bring these like that in line with the tag. And again, just dab a little bit of hot glue that will hold everything in place and, you know, hold that bow hopefully fastened, you know, and done up. So there we go. Okay, so that's that one. Just going to stick this little this tail down of the bird, because it's kind of flapping around and I could end up catching it and actually ripping it off, to be honest. So yeah, probably better to stick it down. Okay, last one. So we've got this one here, which again, you know, I don't know whether I even want to actually put anything on this one with regards to, you know, being like a tab on there. Tab? Yeah, tab. Losing track of my words now. Or whether I would rather have it kind of, you know, naked, as it were. But I'm just thinking, disguising that hole that I've got along here, I'm going to just literally take my ribbon, just going to cut that down here, and I'm just going to staple it along the edge in a ruffle. So we've got one, okay, two, oops, okay. I mean, really, for no other purpose, really, other than disguising where that hole was. But to be honest, it, you know, it does look quite pretty now as well. So it's a double, you know, double bonus, really. So there we go, like that. Okay, so that looks super pretty, doesn't it? So just going to go through the ones that we've made and see whether we want to add anything else, you know, maybe butterflies or I don't know, anything else at all. I mean, to be honest, they're looking quite busy. I'm thinking probably they're done. But, you know, it doesn't hurt to kind of have one more look just to make sure that we don't want to add anything else. So I'm going to pull them in one at a time. I'm just tidying up as we go because I'm trying to be a bit better behaved like that. So we've got this one, and this one. Let's just have a look at these first. Now we could have, you know, some ribbon or something maybe across here. Again, we could just like ruffle that up. I mean, again, I don't really know as it needs it. You know, it looks really quite a nice piece on its own. I don't know really whether it really even needs anything else at all. What do we think? Could have maybe just a little, maybe we'll just have a little ruffle down here. So let me just get my stapler again and just put it to one side. So, okay, one, and then just ruffle it here. Oh my goodness. Ooh. And then this one here. Oh, oh come on. Ah. Like that. Okay, and then just snip that off. Probably like that, I think. So that looks quite pretty, doesn't it? I don't think we want any ribbon on that one. What about on this one? Could just finish that bottom bit off, I guess, with a piece of ribbon. Or I quite like it when you do those ribbons, you know, like this. That's quite nice, I always think. So let me just have a look. Okay. Can we just put that there? I mean, again, it doesn't really need it, but, you know, while we're going through decorating them up, we might as well, you know, see if they need anything else. No, I don't think I want that one on there. Just have a look at this one, see if we would like any little ribbony bits there. Or again, we could have them like ruffled across the bottom. Don't think it needs it. And then the final one is this one. Right, okay, so that's the ribbon pieces done. I don't think we wanted to have any ribbon or anything like that there. So I'm just going to have a look and see if there's anything else. Right, hold on, back. I've dug out some bits and pieces. So I've got these flowers. These are some mulberry flowers, which as you can see, they were orange. And I've sprayed them green. Now, I sprayed them when they were still, you know, wound up as a mulberry flower. So that's why the centre is, you know, not green. But I thought I could just use these on top of those ribbons. And to be honest, I mean, it doesn't really worry me actually if the orange is showing, because obviously on these particular flowers we do have orange showing. So, you know, or there is orange in the middle. So I actually am going to, yeah, leave that kind of like that. So I'm just going to, again, hot glue this one down here like that. and we just pull in this pink pearl to put in the middle, which again, you know, all these colours then just tie in just perfectly, don't they? We've got the green, we've got the orange, we've got the pink, you know, just, yeah, really pull in all the colours together on that. Whoops. So that's that one. I don't think it really needs anything else. I mean, I did pull in some butterflies, which of course we could, you know, we could have a butterfly on there or something. But I mean, I quite like that sort of green space down there actually, because it's quite a full-on tag. So yeah, I think it can definitely, you know, handle having some blank space. So then I've got this one. So again, I've got the same kind of thing going on here, and I thought we can just, you know, do sort of a similar thing. So again, I've got that green flower, and oops, I didn't dig out another pink pearl, so let me just quickly have a bit of a rummage through my little stash here on my desk and see if I've got another one. Oh gosh, would you believe it? I don't appear to have, and obviously if I wasn't looking for one, that would be all I could find. Oh, that's so annoying. Right, I've got some buttons. Let me see whether I've got a button that would do. I have got these little orange flowers actually. So we could have an orange flower in the middle. Actually, I have also got some pink flowers, which I'd taken apart before this video. So let me just see whether pink might be better. Oh yeah, the pink, I think. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to just do that with this one. So not a gem in the middle of there at all. But instead we'll just layer up another flower. So, whoops. Okay. Again, just apply some glue there. Pop that down in the centre like that. Okay, so, and again, I could just put a butterfly or something on here. I mean, again, I don't really think it kind of needs one, to be honest. You know, I think it's a busy tag, isn't it? It's, you know, it's really kind of not really needing anything in particular. I think it's pretty busy and, you know, pretty good on its own. So I'll just put that to one side. Right, we have this large one here, which of course we've already done the tab, so we don't need to do anything with that. So we could have, again, I brought some flowers along just in case we wanted to add anything like a flower. And again, I've got some more butterflies, so we could add a butterfly if we want. I mean, maybe that's quite nice. And the reason I've done that is because I noticed that actually his legs have been chopped off. I think I cut him with my scan and cut, and yeah, it obviously kind of cut his legs partially off, because they obviously are holding on a thread, the fact that they're still attached at all. But so I might just go for this butterfly, because then of course it's covering up where his legs are, you know, not attached still. So yeah, like that. Okay, so then we've got these two long skinny tags, so we'll just check whether we want anything else on here. Maybe this butterfly or something on this one, perhaps. Yeah, maybe a butterfly just there. Okay, it's quite pretty. I don't think it needs anything else. And then this little skinny one, I mean, again, we could have a butterfly. I don't think it really, you know, needs anything, to be honest. I've got these pink flowers. Could have a pink flower up there. I don't think it's really, you know, I don't think it really needs one. So yeah, might not add anything to that. And then the final two that we've got are these two, which again, I mean, I absolutely love this. This is probably my favourite one out of all of the ones that we've made. So again, I'm just going to see whether I wanted to add any butterflies or anything. I'm not really kind of feeling it. I don't think it kind of needs any. Or do we think that kind of breaks up all that green, which is making it look a little bit, you know, things are getting lost in there. It could be, yeah, it could be that it needs something to actually break it up. You know, although I absolutely love how it looks, sometimes when you've got too much of one colour, it can actually mean that your pieces are getting a bit lost. So perhaps, you know, perhaps we'll have some orange there to just break it up a bit. There we go. Okay, final piece. So again, we could do a similar thing. I've got another orange, as it happens, butterfly here. I've got this butterfly here. That's quite nice actually on there. I mean, again, it's not overly needing one, but, you know, should we go for it anyway? Let's just do that. Okay. Okay, so that's that. I don't think I need any paper flowers or anything like that on this one. I mean, although that green does look gorgeous on there, it's definitely not kind of needed, is it? So, right, let's pull in the pieces that we made with that green board. I absolutely love, love, love everything that we made here. So, yeah, I hope that you guys like them. Very tropical feel going on here. Really vibrant, gorgeous, summery colours. Yeah, so I hope that you like them, and maybe it's inspired you to do something with, you know, some of your inks and things like that. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks then. Bye.